This week, we send you gaming neckbeards back to the fucking caves you belong in.
Fellas, is it gay to play as a woman? We'll find out this week on Cream of the Crop podcast.
Oh, welcome everybody to this week's episode of the Cream of the Crop podcast. I am joined, as always, by our two other lovely hosts, KJ and Olas. Welcome, gentlemen. I know it has been, has it been a week? 2 weeks? Yeah, because I had to drop out last week. Holidays and family are a bitch. And I mean that nicely. I love my family, but goddamn does shit hit the fan sometimes.
Side note, bro, that thing is hanging over there. What is happening?
That's gonna be funny.
Looking at
context.
seeing that picture I'm seeing, like,
oh Lord, hold
that
on.
looks a little suspect in that top panel of that picture.
What are you talking about?
I know. Yeah, I'm kind of like, what is going on?
The picture you just posted.
Yeah.
Oh, you know,
just the way it hangs, and I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Little hang to it.
Okay. Hey, yo.
Good Lord.
Can't help myself. Got to make everything uncomfortable.
So we have some stuff to cover, some wrestling, some video game stuff to get you neckbeards in a tough about. Hey, bad publicity's publicity. If you want to hate us and that gets us a following, I am okay with that.
If you want to hate watch our stuff, do it.
Yeah. Hate watch it all day. Comment about it. Tell us you hate watched it. And sure.
I'm gonna rub one out to your comment.
Yeah. So first thing I want to talk about, I don't know if you all before we started, we were actually kind of talking about some movies and whatnot and TV shows. Have you all had a chance to check out the Amazon stuff they did with the Secret Levels episodes?
I have yet to see it.
Oh my god,
no.
They're great.
I'm waiting. Well, my attention has been drawn to Creature Commandos.
I have yet to still watch that yet. I need to sit down and watch that because it actually looks better than I thought it was going to. So Secret Levels, basically Amazon is doing they're each episode's a different video game that they're doing a bit of a mini series or mini episode of each. So just to name a few of them, Sifu's one of them, which
Pac-Man is one.
Pac-Man's one of them. Armor Core is one of them. What is that one has Keanu Reeves in it, which is awesome.
That game that got canceled by Sony.
Oh, is Concord in that? What?
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
I did not remember that one.
I wasn't sure if
that was the only thing I could think. Yeah. There's a few others, Dungeons and Dragons, etc.
Wasn't God of War supposed to have an episode?
I think so, but they don't. At least, unless it's, I don't know if they're releasing any more. I assume they would because it seems like it's been pretty popular.
Yeah.
But no, they're all really well done. My only complaint is the Sifu one. You don't get to see the ending boss fight, which is like super just like it's so good up until that point. But no, if you haven't had a chance, go check them out. They're really good. And then on the flip side of movies, Sony trying their damnedest to make one of these Spider-Man villain movies fucking stick. No pun intended. This is the last one, guys. This is the last one. So there is a God.
They're gonna go out with a whimper. Yeah.
Not a bang.
Well, no, that's what I liked when I titled it Kraven the Blunder. And you know, here's the part that I feel bad for is if there's ever been an actor I've seen who truly believed that this movie was good, it's the guy that plays Kraven the Hunter. Like,
what's his name? What's his name? Aaron.
I can't remember it's Aaron something.
Like Aaron Johnson or something like that.
Something along that lines. Because I love him. He's great in stuff. Especially like Bullet Train, he was good in. Obviously, he was good as Quicksilver. But God, everything I've seen, he's just like, he's super excited about it. And I gotta respect that even if the project may not be good, if you put your full effort into it, I can respect that. Yeah. Reviews have, to no one's surprise, but maybe Sony's, been bad.
They're fucking awful.
I'm curious. So I almost want to go see it just to complete the
Experience it.
cycle. You know, I've seen Madam Web, I've seen Morbius. Of course, I've used free tickets every time I've done this because there's no chance in hell that I'm spending money.
$5 Tuesdays, baby. That's the best I
Yeah.
can do.
The best I can do is watch the first 8 minutes they released on YouTube, where they use AI. They use the AI
What's funny is like
somehow.
the fight scenes don't even seem that bad. Like if it wasn't a Kraven the Hunter movie, it probably wouldn't be like a terrible action film. But it's just so
Bad.
and it's a shame because I've seen some stills and I've seen some clips and whatnot that they actually do some of the characters justice, at least in appearance. Like it's one of the more comic accurate,
Especially Rhino.
yeah, well,
Okay.
except that one.
No.
Except that one.
No.
Chameleon
Fuck
looks
that.
good.
No. Fuck that. What do you expect a Rhino to look like?
That's fair.
Honestly,
You know what I want?
there is no.
I know what I want. I want Sony PlayStation 4 Spider-Man Rhino. I would be cool with that.
You want guy in a suit.
Guy in a suit's fine with me. I don't need guy in a Rhino costume or guy that's rock steady from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, where's Bebop?
Is it I'm right. Rocksteady's the Rhino, right? It's been a while since I've watched.
Yeah,
Teenage
Bebop is the like hog.
okay. Seamus and but no, like I'm cool with the suit thing. That's why like Amazing Spider-Man, that didn't bother me. It was who they had playing Rhino in the suit that bothered me.
Yeah. Isn't it like Paul Giamatti?
Yeah, it's just
yeah.
Paul Giamatti doing the worst Russian accent I think I've ever seen. Or heard. But you know, yeah, like I saw stills of Chameleon that looked good and it was very comic accurate. Even although it's a shame from what I hear it happens at the end of it, the outfit Kraven gets at the end of it is very comic accurate and just God bless their hearts. They tried. No, they didn't, but like I said, the thankful thing is they're done. Hopefully for a while. And they'll just sell it to Disney and Disney can shit on it for another 5 years.
No, they're looking for a new actor to play Spider-Man.
Are they really? I thought
they're gonna do their own Spider-Man movies.
Are they? Is that actually, or are you just like shitting with me?
Yes. It's like the rumor mill is they're actually just gonna do a Spider-Man movie, but also it's a rumor. It's not confirmed.
Okay. Because I thought what's this? Not Tobey Maguire.
Andrew Garfield.
No, the other one.
Tom
Holland.
Holland.
There we go. Had to run down the list. Had already confirmed that he's Spider-Man still, and like he's gonna be the next. movie.
They're doing They're doing the MCU Spider-Man movies.
Oh my god, they're gonna put 2 different fucking Spider-Man movies
That's what
out
I'm
of this.
saying.
Oh my god.
Technically we'll have 2 Batman movies in
what in the
DCU.
DC universe is going on right now?
Speaking of that, they've confirmed that they're doing a Clayface movie.
I did see that. Yeah. I'm cool with that. I think that's a character that hasn't gotten enough love in the movies.
I heard Penguin was pretty good, but I have yet to watch it.
I hate that. Not because I don't want that to be successful, but I'm tired of their best things being the characters that no one would give a shit about. Like watching a show about. Like, unless you're like a Batman fan, I can't imagine that many people are just dying to see the Penguin show.
But I feel like characters like that work the best for a TV show because we can just make mafia shows.
That's true.
You can just make a mafia show and just say it's the Penguin.
Sopranos, but Penguin.
Exactly.
I know like how they treated
Joker.
Kingpin.
Yeah.
And like brought him back to the MCU type of like that's cool.
Yeah.
Because again, it's that same, you ground it a little bit and make it, well, how they put him in Hawkeye and you grounded him and made him basically just a mob boss, which I mean he is, but
on steroids.
Mob boss movies don't really go out of style.
Exactly.
Did they ever confirm Punisher? I know like Daredevil got confirmed, but did they
I think Punisher's gonna be
in Daredevil?
In Daredevil, yeah.
Okay.
They're confirming those characters except for Danny Rand.
Good.
We're gonna act like that never happened.
Let's hire the guy that has no martial art background whatsoever to be the martial art guy in our movie.
and refuse to learn any martial arts.
And we're just gonna do a bunch of jump cuts because that worked in Taken. God.
Hey, at least he's not going out trying to find a black guy to beat up.
You got me there.
In real life, that's still a crazy thing.
He's got a particular set of skills.
I wish a brother would. It's just him and fucking Marky Mark just going out hunting minorities every year.
Is it bad that when Mark Wahlberg does that, I don't feel like he's Mark Wahlberg, but I do feel that he is Marky Mark, and his group that he hangs out with is the Funky Bunch?
What?
What? I just he brought it up. I've also heard that too. That I don't know if he does any of that shit, but
he doesn't. But it's just hilarious to think about. Just him and the Funky.
Him and the Funky Bunch. You better watch out for the Funky Bunch. Oh man!
Get over here, boy.
Oh god.
Sorry.
All right.
Look,
so
Creature Commandos is taking over my mind.
I just keep seeing GI Robot.
Oh boy,
themes.
Nazis.
Are there Nazis here? No.
Oh. Will there be Nazis here? No. Oh.
So
he just wants to kill Nazis.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. So
apparently that's controversial now.
Yeah. Who would have thought? Who'd have that a 180? So Game Awards happened, obviously. So we had some awards, we had some announcements. I am deciding as the quarterback here at this moment to go in the order of we're going to talk about the announcements, and then we'll talk about the awards for the neckbeards. I am not going through everything that was announced because there's some of these that I just don't give a shit. I'm gonna mainly just hit on the ones that matter. So we'll save the one we're all thinking about for the end to fuck with people. But some ones to note: Borderlands got a trailer, or not a gameplay. Was it gameplay? I can't remember. I don't.
Somewhat
gameplay. I know they showed the characters. Really. I know they showed the characters.
Gameplay, not really.
I'm a Borderlands person, so I liked 3. I am curious where they're gonna go with this one. But it did look good. It looked very Borderlandsy. So if you're crazy into Borderlands, I have a hard time believing you'll be disappointed by this. I don't know if they dropped a release date. I don't think they did from my notes. Let's see what else. Elden Ring is getting a
co-op survival game.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's not a DLC.
So it's not DLC. It's going to be its own separate game.
Yes, it's a standalone game.
Gotcha. So Elden Ring Night Rain. That's that's actually kind of interesting. I haven't even opened the copy of Elden Ring that I have.
I'm sure it'll win Game of the Year when it comes out.
Yes. So also, well, it seems like a fun game. Also, having co-op is gonna help it. Because it just seems like a fun experience for you and your friend just to be mad at a game.
Yeah, just to hate life together.
Yep.
Oh man, I wish I wasn't pissed alone. I had a friend.
You know what would really make this time better? Me getting gangbanged by these fucking bad guys. Let's bring my boys in here.
I need a meat shield. All your friends.
We had
Mafia.
Yeah,
Mafia game.
Yeah. I'm surprised by that.
Especially I thought it was already announced that they were doing it.
I didn't remember if I knew because they had done the remake, and I know the remake didn't do super well because it didn't play very well.
Yeah.
And I know the third one I don't think did very well. So I am very surprised to see Mafia drop a new title, especially with GTA 6 somewhere in the horizon. I don't quite know yet, but
look, we're getting 2 samurai games in the same year, like months away from each other.
Yeah, so what is it? Omnimusha? I'm sorry if I butchered that.
I believe you're right.
Onimusha. I've heard of it, but so I'm not super well versed in this. I know it's a second or a sequel.
It is a sequel
to, I guess. See, I don't even know this game. That makes me feel weird.
Me either. This is a game like I had no idea, but people seem hyped about.
Yeah, like because the co-op
I've
64
heard it,
guys
but
were.
I haven't played it.
Yeah, I've never seen, but it looked good. It looks very Sekiro, ish. So I'm assuming it's gonna be a Souls like to a degree. Gameplay looked really good though. I love the like Japanese art style. I'm a sucker for that shit. I will always buy games that have that I think are good. Olas might disagree with a game that he's currently playing, but what is that game? What was it again?
Okay. It's called let me make sure I have it the correct name. It is called The Spirit of the Samurai. Literally just came out 3 days ago.
Okay.
I saw it on I was just kind of perusing through Twitch and just checking out different people that I don't follow that were playing things I haven't seen before because I'm just curious. And it's very it reminded me of Mortal Kombat, like old school Mortal Kombat in the way because it's stop motion type of thing, right? So like but it's a 2D platformer side scroller. I don't know how else to describe it. I know you asked yesterday while I was streaming, like, how do you categorize this game? Painful is how you categorize it. And not because it's bad. I don't want to say it's outright bad. It is frustrating in the same way a Souls game.
Oh.
Because and I do think like sometimes games rely too much on hand holding and overuse of checkpoints, but like if you're gonna fucking, gang rape me with multiple enemies and I can't like I like the fact that you can't block behind you. Like you don't just hold a button and that comes. I do like that.
I'm gonna pause you real quick. We are losing you a bit. Not all the time, but like
just like every other word.
Every
sentence. Fifth word.
Sorry.
How about now?
It's better right now. I'll let you know.
I'll stay in this tone and see if it keeps.
Gotta get you a mic boom arm to raise that shit to your face.
Yeah.
So anyway, as I was saying, we're gonna get it on. It's gonna block me completely. I'm just gonna talk directly into it.
I'm gonna love
so anyway,
this.
So it's just tough because you do hit like a certain checkpoint. You're like, okay, thank God, because you go for so long without it like kind of auto check. Like you literally have to break and. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it kind of wobbled as I. You have to like hit a certain part of something, kind of like old school like Sonic and Mario. You have to hit a certain thing, hit your checkpoint. But holy shit, like I was stuck on this one part and it's a very much a trial by error game. Like you're gonna fuck up a ton of times. And the combat is simple but difficult, if that makes it's simple in the sense because it is a 2D, like you're just hitting one button to attack and you hold the button to block. You can roll to like get on the other side of the enemy. But like if you have and it happened to me multiple times. I had enemies on both sides of me, literally sandwiching me and just fucking hitting me at the same time.
Yeah.
So like I couldn't block anything, and then I was just like stuck in this animation of getting the shit kicked out of me.
Well, I saw that with the guy with the bow and arrow, and then the second guy you were trying to fight. Trying to fight him, then getting hit with an arrow midway through.
And that's tough because like you can't just block it; you have to parry it, or duck it. But a lot of times the arrow is coming from off screen, so you don't even fucking know until it's like, oh shit, it's right here, and I don't have time to react. Swinging at this guy because he's about. So it's tough. I got stuck on a port where I was literally like, okay, I have to get here, jump over this thing, avoid the fire, then I have to spikes, then climb up this, and then hit that guy, and then do this, and jump over here and do that. And every time I died, I had to go back to here to start all the shit. Please give me a checkpoint like midway through the 15th fucking jump that I made. Please. I don't want to fight this one guy, then go up, do this, find this. And I found the pathway on accident because I was like, I don't think I can make it. I don't think I can make it. Then I made it and went, oh shit, that's how you do it. And then fucking died. And then went, okay, at least now I know where to go. And then it's like playing Mario Maker.
Yeah.
And if you've ever played Mario Maker, they have those Japanese levels just punishing for no fucking reason whatsoever. Because the Japanese people, while I love your culture for a lot of things, you can fucking suck balls on Mario Maker.
Wow.
Just
Payback for
I
World
don't
War
care
II.
what anybody says. Because they're just the toughest levels. Anytime I ever played Mario Maker and I was like, oh, it's a Japanese level, because it's just punishing. It's very difficult.
Yeah.
Creative as fuck though, but it's a lot of trial and error. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go here, and it's like, nope, you don't want to go here. Die now. And then I got to start all over again. That was my point. I'm being obnoxious, but
Yeah.
so I don't hate the game.
It's just a little rough at the moment.
It's really punishing, and that's why I don't like playing Souls games. And like, I haven't played Elden Ring. I know that I don't want to get stuck on the same boss for 3 months.
Yeah.
Like I know other people have. They're like my buddy was like, oh, I finally beat her after like fucking 2 weeks, and I'm like, nope, couldn't be me, dude. Like, I got annoyed at Jedi Fallen Order at the boss battle, like the final boss battle, and I was like, oh,
I know there was one that I stopped playing it for a month because I got like 3 days ago. I can't fucking do this. I'm playing something else.
yeah.
And I finally went
I needed
back
a
and
break,
did it.
and like I felt bad because I was streaming last night, and I was like, I just want to walk away from this game, and I'm like, I can't, like I can't, like I could have switched to a different game, but I was like, no, just do it. And my brain was just like, I fucking hate this so much. Like, I just need to stop. If you like hating things, play it.
Talking to
Like, if you're one of those people that likes to torture yourself, if you're enough of a masochist, and I am to a certain degree, but I will play it again because I think the art style's cool. The the cutscene parts are cool. Like it's an intriguing thing. So I would play more of it, but I do need a break.
So and just to go through a few other things they announced. They did I think a showcase trailer for Splitgate 2. That game's gonna try again. I'll play it. I enjoyed the first one. Who am I kidding? I'm such a fucking sucker. I'm not even gonna try and stand here like I'm gonna shit on this game.
You
I
know what?
instantly played the fuck out of the first one.
Beta. I think I played it with you. I might have. I don't remember. And I did enjoy the beta, and I never actually played it when it actually came out.
I played the shit out of it for like months, and then everybody stopped playing. I was like, oh, I guess I'll play something else. Okami got a sequel after fucking decades. Because I remember the first one coming out for what, like PS2 or some shit? Say if that's correct. Yeah, PS2.
Jesus.
I'm gonna have to emulate that and play it again so I can play the second one.
Oh yeah.
That is a game that I wish they would just remaster and pump out because I would buy it. I remember really enjoying that game as a kid. It's a beautiful game too. That's probably where I started my like Asian culture video game interest of like where I like that is that game actually. Something I'm excited for because I haven't played one of these in since 360, but they're Sega's still alive and they're pumping out a new Virtua Fighter. Holy shit, I'm about it. I'll take Virtua Fighter 6. I'm down. I used to fuck around with some Virtua Fighter 4. I never did play 5, but that's fine.
So did a lot of other people not play.
5 was not good from what I heard, so I'm hoping this one's good.
Yeah.
Especially considering, like, other than Sonic, what has Sega been fucking putting out? I thought there was one. Oh yes, Turok. They're doing another Turok game, which I'm all for. that's a game style that I think I'm missing really bad right now. Is like the Turok, the Unreal Tournament, the Quake, shit like that. I am desperately
Soul
missing.
Calibur.
Yeah, like just some of those old school ones. Like I'm super about it. Let's bring some of these ones that were been dead for a while. Because I think if they do a multiplayer with this, it'll be super crazy and not try hardy whatsoever. And I actually mean that. I don't think it would be try hardy. I think it would just be stupid fun. And then we had two controversial trailers / announcements. The Witcher 4 is gone woke, guys. I'm sorry to tell you, they had to meet some requirements.
Fucking DEI garbage.
So I don't know. Out of nowhere, the third game didn't explain whatsoever. We're following. What's her name? Is it Siri?
Yes.
Yes.
It totally zero lead up to that. The third game definitely doesn't show that this is.
I mean,
be
they
the main
barely
character.
even mentioned her in the books and the games.
Yeah.
So, like,
this
the
is
fact
so
that
weird.
they just
a random character.
they just pigeonholed her in for DEI purposes. Really upsetting. And they clearly didn't make her hot enough because that's really the main.
Yeah, she's not bad.
I saw one complaint, and not even a complaint, but like one comment that I was like, what? Somebody was like, I was kind of hoping that they would move on from this and kind of give us like our own custom character that we could have made. And I was like, oh, that would have been cool. Like,
I can
I would have been okay with that. Like, yeah, that would have been fine. But then you're like, oh, I saw something and it was like, they've been talking about this. Like, clearly the games have led up to this. They're like, oh, the author of the books like said he hated the games, which I'm not even sure is true. I'd have to fact check that. But I'm like, okay, so does that mean you hated the third game, or did you not? Did you hate the third game, or if you loved the third game and now you're using the fact that he essentially hated the games as an excuse to shit on this when it was literally just a CGI trailer? Which I will state, the Geralt CGI trailer for The Witcher 3 did not look quite like the game Geralt. So, maybe she'll still be as hot as you want her to be. It's like, it'll be okay. Like, I
weird complaints, bro. I just don't like.
I'm
tired of the fucking triple chin beard neck being the loudest voice in this fucking part of the internet. It just, I can't stand
the problem is people with a big enough following echo this bullshit. Like Asmongold. Or fucking that fucking dude Grums, which from what I know of him used to work BioWare. I think,
who
or
is it?
something. Grums. GRUMMZ. The most I know about him is that he used to work for, I think it was BioWare, and then like put out like a GoFundMe thing to like, or a Kickstarter thing, because he was gonna make a game, stole thousands of dollars from people, and never game he was gonna. And then doesn't even play the games he comments on. How woke, how shitty they are.
Oh,
I mean, he was like one of the. He was like one of the leading like Stellar Blade commenters about when they put cloth over her cleavage and stuff. Like, it's just like, guys, what are we doing?
Yeah, I just between that and then the intergalactic trailer from Naughty Dog, who has got this internet up in arms over the fucking CGI trailer that gave nothing to what the game is whatsoever.
Because she shaved her head. And they're like, oh, she's a butch lesbian now because she shaved her head. And I'm like, I don't think you've ever met women. Like, I know straight women who have shaved heads or shorter hair. Like, I don't think you've met women.
Weirdly enough, she's actually Tati Gabriel. She's one of those few women that's always had her hair short.
Yeah.
But
I've seen other photos of her with like longer hair. Yes.
Yeah.
Again, she was in You. She had long hair, but most of the time I've seen her, like she's always had like short hair.
And she's
so her shaving her hair is
fucking beautiful. Like, all this talk about she's not conventionally attractive, and it's like she's pretty, dude.
You're a
Like, she-
conventional virgin. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
and again, I said this to you guys before we started this. My biggest complaint about that trailer was that there was just nothing to it for me. Like,
Yeah.
you had that 5 seconds of like, oh, she got her weapon out, charged at them. The little jump off of the rock thing was cool. I did like that.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't know anything about it. Like, I'm intrigued to know more about it, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm invested in the game. I would like to know more about it. Okay, let's see if, and maybe it's just early in development. I don't know if they announced like a time frame for it.
I think it is only early development. So they're just saying, hey, we're making a game.
Which is
This is
fine.
our main character.
Yeah. But after the whole like Last of Us 2 thing, like, Naughty Dog has that thing about them that side of the internet is so, everything is, and I think we've touched on this before, but like, stop using the phrase woke or DEI to just say things that you don't like. Like, I'm so tired of it.
Because it
Like,
demeans when it actually happens, it demeans it. Like when there's actually instances, and I'm not saying like there are instances when that happens. Then it's very clear that you are putting stuff in to hit a margin. Not every game's doing that. Just because you don't like the game doesn't mean that's what they're doing. And when you do that, it makes it, when it actually happens, no one gives a shit either, because they're just so used to you crying wolf about everything.
Correct. Yeah.
That when that shit happens and we go, hey, this should be addressed, because like this is, you can't, like, you're just hitting quotas here, and then it means nothing. It's like, ugh.
I'm so tired of the internet.
Yeah.
In that regard, like, because it's just like, I wish we could just as human beings stop hiding computers and
Just
phones and shit, and like
throw hands.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but like, a lot of the shit that these people say they would never say to an actual human being. I guarantee you, these same people that talk a bunch of shit online, if you had them, like, if you met them in public, and I don't even mean like if you knew who they were online, like if you met these people in public and like tried to have a conversation with them, I guarantee you they're awkward as shit and can't hold conversation.
Yeah.
Because they know that, like, normal people don't talk like, you can't go out in the world and have a conversation the way these fucking morons have conversations. Like, I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
Stop hiding behind your internet persona and be a human being. And most of them don't have profile pictures, and most of them are just saying shit. And like, obviously now it's incentivized if you have your premium accounts and stuff to like just say off the wall outlandish shit
Rage
so that you
bait,
can
as
make
the
your
kids
fucking
say.
13 cents off of fucking
The
your
rage bait,
fucking engagement. Yeah, it's
as the hip kids say. Well, all right, so let's transition over so we can hit the other half of the neckbeards that are upset about the Game Awards. I don't plan to go through all of these because there's a shit ton of categories in this damn award ceremony. A few that I thought was cool. I always like seeing content creators that I think deserve Creator of the Year award, and if there was one out of the fucking 5 they had, it was Queso. That guy's been killing it. He makes great content. So kudos to him. That's awesome. The anticipated game surprised me.
Actually, what was it?
It was, so the choices were Death Stranding 2, Ghost of, what's the Ghost? Yote. Thank you. Grand Theft Auto 6, Metroid Prime 4, and then Monster Hunters. I understand why it's 6. I get that. I definitely thought when they dropped the Ghost trailer that might have been the only game out of these that could have like, oh shit.
No, it was 6. Guaranteed.
I'm excited for that game, and I think a lot of people are excited for that game. Well, a lot of the right people, but it's GTA. Like, it's
a game people have been waiting for 10 years.
That's true.
Yeah, and again, GTA 5 went way too long.
Still going. Still dropping shit.
It has gone across 3 different generations of consoles.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's anticipated.
So yeah, I mean, and it's gonna be huge no matter what the fucking same neckbeards are like. Oh my god, there's a female in that game. I only want straight white dudes in my games. I'm like, all right, bro. Just say you hate women and shut the fuck up. I'm just so tired of it. Just be honest with why you're upset about it. That's all I'm saying. Because now they're saying that that's DEI woke shit. Because like I think she's Hispanic and has a vagina. I don't know. But like from what I've seen, she's feminine and conventionally attractive. So I thought like all the shit that you complained
did
about.
we check
I don't.
boxes? I thought we checked the boxes.
We're checking both boxes here, and you guys are still upset. But anyway, it made sense that that's like no matter what, that's going to be the most anticipated game, of course.
You had best adaptation. Fallout beat out Arcane.
My boss was upset about that.
And I say that because there's no shot Knuckles was taking this home.
No, but the reason everyone's upset because Arcane should have won, because everyone highly rated it. Like it won when the first season came out.
Yeah,
this is a new show. That's the only reason Fallout won.
And I will say, Fallout did a fantastic, as good as
Arcane is a better show, but it's a second season. We all know it's good.
This is a new show that actually also is really good.
Yeah.
You had best multiplayer game. This one surprised me because of how much game this got, or as much hate as this game got towards the mid. Helldivers 2 won.
Yeah, but did it get hate because of the game itself, or due to circumstances because of the PC port?
Yeah, but when has that been mutually exclusive in their hate? I mean, it's like I'm saying
the game itself didn't.
Yeah, no one had a problem with the game.
Yeah, but the game died off. I understand what you're saying. It died off, which is kind of my point of like, if it's best multiplayer, then it would still and give it. I'm saying this because I think, as the Call of Duty bro here, I think Black Ops 6 is killing it right now in the multiplayer game.
Yes.
Yeah, but it also just came out not too long ago. Not that, I mean, it's Call of Duty, so at the end of the day, it probably won't die out as much as some of these other games would. But, you know, most of these like live service multiplayer games die out quicker than we think that aren't named Call of Duty. They don't have that name attached to it.
Kill the Justice League was like $3 at the Steam sale. And game came out like 4 months ago.
I think it killed the server. I think they're killing the service now.
Really? They just dropped Deathstroke.
Yeah, I think they're ending the service after this.
They are with X Defiant too. X Defiant dies in June, which I am upset about. I do enjoy that game.
But the thing is, they did also drop a trailer for Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
For the Terminates, and then immediately just said, "Hey, I know we're teasing this. No, the game, it's out.
It's right now. It's
yeah, right now."
Go ahead and log in.
Go ahead, download it. Have fun.
You had best sports / racing game, EA Sports Football Club 25.
Okay.
Beat WWA 2K24. Fucking lame.
I'm sorry. All these games are the same.
Hey, it's pretty cool that I have not seen a Top Spin game in I don't know how long. I didn't know they were still making Top Spin. Best family game, Astrobot won. I think Jamboree should have won. When I think family game, here's my conception. Not that I don't think Astrobot's good. Is that when I think family game, I think a game that everybody can play together at once, like as a family.
Yeah,
that's the thought process I had, where I was like, oh yeah, it's got to be Super Mario Party because that's like the family game.
Well, that's a party.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's that's the game. It
should be a separate category, right? It should be a party game, and then there's family game. A family game should count as a game that can be played by any age.
And I guess that's what it is. Yeah, but that's not what my mind.
I see what you're saying though, because my brain would go there too. That like. I think game for the whole family type of thing.
Yeah.
Which technically is what they mean. Like anybody in the family can play it. But also like, I think like, oh, it's a family game. Like we're going to play as a family.
Yeah.
I think that's where my brain went.
But I get it. So. Astrobot. That makes sense. KJ and I killing it. Fucking our prediction for best fighting game came true. Tekken 8 won the best fighting game. I'm sure.
People being mad that Sparking Zero didn't win, for all the people who hyped it up, were the same people complaining 2 weeks after it came out because it was an unbalanced mess.
Yeah.
that recently just got fixed.
Hey, I'm just saying Tekken 8 barely beat out Multiverses for that win, though.
Okay.
That game seems to die already. You had Astrobot win Best Action Adventure Game. I guess, yeah. I would say the Silent Hill 2, I get why, even because it kind of falls in that my issue of it's a remake. Like, I have heard the Prince of Persia Lost Crown's good, but I did kind of assume Astrobot was winning that. And then you had Black Myth Wukong win Best Action Game.
Okay.
Did you not like that? Or were you just saying okay?
I was just saying okay.
Okay, sorry. The way the okay you gave me sounded very like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was waiting for like a
bullshit.
follow up. Yeah.
Sorry.
Didn't realize you were so against that one. You had Best Community Support. It certainly wasn't going to be Helldivers 2, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 winning. Didn't they win that last year too?
Yeah, they should have.
I feel like they
still
did.
should.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying they shouldn't either. Yeah, it's so
I'm
here
excited for that update, by the way.
I still have to
the new subclass.
finish the fucking game.
You didn't even get past like the first 2 hours.
I don't even know the first chapter.
Yeah.
One of these days. Best ongoing game. I have seen a lot of controversy with this one. Not controversy like bad, but like
Destiny 2.
a lot of disagreement between who they think should win. A lot of people will still say it should be Fortnite. I could make an argument for that because they do consistently kept that game going way longer than I would effectively say most of the Battle Royale titles.
It is the new GTA.
Yeah, I mean it inherently is. But Helldivers 2 won that.
Huh.
Yeah.
See, that's where I go because
I don't think it should have.
Yes, so the game was good when it launched, but all I have heard is complaints about the updates and about how they've made the game since then, and like that's what surprised me about it. Where it's like Fortnite has consistently, from what I've heard, had good. You know, you had the OG maps they brought back and stuff like that, and people really enjoyed that. Lego, which is actually apparently doing really well. Like a lot of people really enjoy the Lego part of the Fortnite stuff.
Yeah, so I don't get why it didn't win.
Best performance went to Hellblade 2. Melina, not even gonna try. Gonna butcher the fuck out of that. Best score went to Final Fantasy, which I kind of assumed. I do know that they put on good music.
Yeah, people are upset that it didn't win more awards, and I love that game very much, but I'm not gonna cry.
It's not. These awards aren't the end all be all.
Listen,
if
they got nominated for 7 awards. I think that's pretty great. And it's
and then obviously the controversy, the Game of the Year award went to Astrobot, who beat out Black Myth Wukong, a card game simulator DLC, kind of a remake, but also different, and then whatever Metaphor is. I think it's RPG.
Phantasmo, yeah.
So here's my thing. Because I sent Olas a video this morning about Pirate Software, who's a known streamer that was part of Blizzard, and who was very not upset, but like gave his opinion on why Astrobot shouldn't have won. And I don't really agree with it because of some of the success we've had in games like Sekiro and the games we've had like Ghost of Tsushima and stuff of that nature, where his complaint is that Game of the Year award should go to games that have continued to push innovation in gaming in some way, shape, or form. And he does not believe that Astrobot did that. He believes that Black Myth Wukong did because it brought Asian storytelling to the West and people enjoyed it, which is what he says in that video to a T.
But That's not okay. That means every Souls-like game should win Game of the Year every year. No, it's Game of the Year should represent a game that everyone enjoyed, no matter what, and it's just like it had no. Not saying it had no flaws, but it's like while they accept it, that was a great game. Not everyone wants to play a tough Souls-like game
Yeah.
every year.
And I think that's what
Astrobot's
killed
that.
it, is because
Yeah.
you have a game that anybody could pick up and play that isn't going to make you pull your hair out. And I'm not judging games like that. I understand there's a market for that. Dark Souls has done as successful as it is. Black Myth did really successful. I'm not saying that that's not a great game. I'm sure it is, but Astrobot has a bigger player base in the sense of age range. Anybody could pick that game up from 5, or right, maybe not 5, but you know, a kid to one of us could pick that up and play it and enjoy that game.
And I will say, just to kind of touch on the same topic, I know I made the joke about Elden Ring, the new standalone version of it winning Game of the Year.
Yeah.
I do think Elden Ring itself is both the most overrated and overhated game for reasons of like, yeah, listen, the people that love it, and I don't disagree. Like, I wasn't upset that it won a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But I do think I think we're just in this weird thing where, like, I think we touched on this a while. Oh, you try to pause a game, like, that's bullshit. No, I should be allowed to pause a game. Like, it's stupid stuff. Like, we're trying too hard to go, yeah, this game's tough, and if you don't play this kind of game, you're a real gamer.
You're a
this
bitch.
is why this should win Game of the Year. Yeah, like I said, so the perfect example, the game I was talking about earlier that I streamed yesterday. Sometimes I just want to chill. Like, so I don't need this thing to bend me over my desk. Like, I just think, like, sometimes I just want to relax. I work a lot of hours. Fun. That's why I play 7 days, because I can kind of turn my brain off and just be like, I'm gonna go mine coal. I'm gonna go build stuff.
And then I have you search a
shoot
red
zombies
barrel.
in the head. Yeah, that you blew up because you're a dick. Yeah, no, like that. No. But you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's nice to just be able to, like, things.
I get it. And here, at the end of the day, here's what I'll leave off on this. If you're upset about this to the point that you need to make content about it, and you're a content creator, I can get that. As long as you're giving an opinion that at least, like, I may not agree with, but it's your opinion. But don't sit there and fucking belittle people that don't disagree with you about it.
And that's the thing. If you said, for me, I feel like this is this for this reason, I'd go, okay, well, at least, like, we've gone so much, because these are the same people that, the whole, like, facts don't care about your feelings, and I'm like, I don't know, man, you guys are really inserting feelings over the time, and I'm just kind of like in a weird boat of, like, I don't think you guys can say the things you say anymore, because you're just not having honest conversations.
Yeah. But on that note, that wraps up my my gaming stuff. But the game for today that I'd like to dabble with is in the heartfelt of a game awards. I'm gonna have you guys try to guess what are the top 10 GameCube games. And this is a list that was conducted by Co-op 64, our guys that we like to reference a lot. They're really cool, and I liked this list. I do think this is a list of their community that has made this game. So this isn't from like AGN or any of that bullshit. This is their community got together
Fucking
and voted on what the best GameCube games are. So there's 10. And I want to see if you guys can guess. We're gonna do this kind of back and forth. So whoever wants to start first, and we'll go.
Well, I don't know GameCube games.
What?
Nerd. I didn't have a GameCube.
I'll be honest,
not really a big Nintendo guy.
I didn't have one either, but I think I know some.
You know what? I'm just throw out this random one. Pokemon Snap.
No, that's 64.
Alright,
cool. Melee.
Yes. Super Smash Brothers Melee comes in at number 6.
Oh, that's actually lower than I thought.
Was too. Yeah, I was.
Um.
The first three don't surprise me. Everything after that does.
Okay.
Okay. Gonna guess again. Pokemon Gale of Darkness XD. What the fuck was called?
No, you know what? I'm glad you said that because I saw this list and went, there's no fucking Pokemon on this list. Like, these are games that go
Okay.
for $200, $300 and they're not on this list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that came in like the upper 20s on their list, which is surprising to me because that's one that I've always heard everybody likes.
Damn, my next guess was gonna be Pokemon Coliseum.
Nope, no Pokemon.
I'm curious. I'm just double check because I just want to make sure the game is correct.
Also,
I
not all
promise
of
I'm not
these
cheating to look at the.
not all of these are like Mario and Zelda titles and stuff like that, like normal Nintendo
Well,
titles.
I was gonna see which Zelda title was on the GameCube because I figured that was either gonna be first or at least in the top three. But I don't remember which title released on the GameCube, so I'm just double checking. Oh, is it Wind Waker?
So Wind Waker made the list
was-
at number
okay.
7.
Oh wow, that's again lower than I thought. I just couldn't remember. I knew there's 64 titles. I didn't remember.
Okay. Majora's Mask.
64. Try again.
I was gonna say, yep, that's 64. Ocarina was also
64.
64.
Man, I thought
Wait.
you were a bit of a Nintendo guy. I apologize. I would have picked a better list.
Oh yeah, no. Other than Pokemon games, Nintendo was not for
That's
me.
why I assumed you were a Nintendo because you're really into Pokemon like I am.
Oh no, it's just Pokemon. I'm trying to think. I don't know it.
Mario games. Think Mario games. What Mario games came out for the GameCube?
Um,
I'm sure Mario Party's on there somewhere.
Luigi's Castle. I don't think
Mansion.
that. It's like
Mansion.
whatever.
No. It is a GameCube game. It did not make the list. Although so I would say it should have. I think that's a criminally underrated GameCube game.
Super Mario Sunshine.
Yes, number 1
Okay.
is
That-
Super Mario
that makes
Sunshine, which for people KJ didn't know, that's actually a super kind of rough game for people. Not a lot of people liked that game when it first came out.
I'm surprised that it made number 1, but it is.
I have always been. I'm a huge Mario Sunshine fan because that was one of the first. Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine are the two Mario games I played for the first in like my life, and then obviously I played like the NES ones and. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously older than both of you, so the NES ones were my first.
all right,
Actually, the Game Boy, old school game, like the original Game
black
Boy
and
Super
white.
Mario was my first. Yeah.
See, my first one with that was I think Super Mario Brothers 3. That was the
Great
first one
game.
of those I ever played handheld wise.
Great game. Yeah.
All right, KJ, I believe in you. You're gonna get one of these. I guarantee it.
No, I'm not.
I'll help you out because I want you to get one. One of these is a Star Wars game. And it was a Star Wars
Force
game.
Unleashed.
No. Too far. Rein it back just a little bit. You're close. You're almost
What?
there.
It doesn't help.
What
that
was the
you're
super
also
successful Star Wars game that came out before?
Battlefront?
Ah, there you go. You
My
got
God,
it. You got it.
Also, I'm not a Star Wars guy.
God damn it. Hell, I know, but
You went down the fucking rabbit hole like, oh yeah, Star Wars.
I
don't Star
know.
Wars
I
either.
understand that. I was more just like, hey, there's only like so many super successful Star Wars games.
Guess how many I know? Like 2. I
Battlefront.
got 2 names.
But no, Star Wars Battlefront 2 came in at number 8.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was in that time frame.
I didn't know that came out for GameCube.
I didn't either.
I thought that was like an Xbox PlayStation only.
So that's because I had both of those, but I did not have GameCube.
So that's
That's why I'm like,
I had
in a
PlayStation
boat.
GameCube. I did not have an Xbox.
Gotcha. So is there any other Mario on there?
Oh
Probably
yeah,
2 more
2 more
at least.
Or actually
So
3 more.
I'm gonna
3 more.
say Paper Mario.
Yes, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door came in at number 10.
Okay,
So it's got to be one of the Mario parties on there.
it has to be.
Which
There's
is
three.
the
There's 3 to choose from.
Mario Party 2?
And that's not
No,
one of them.
It's
4,
between
5,
4,
or
5, and
6.
6.
Okay, 5.
Close.
All right.
Get it? Because it's close to both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's 6.
Damn it.
Okay, so that's
So-
2 more Marios.
so you
down.
got-
Is there another one on there?
You got one more Mario title.
Fuck. Was it Super Mario Strikers?
No, but thank you for being the only other person that also remembered that game.
The tennis game?
No, that's the soccer one.
No, they do have.
But Mario
yeah.
Tennis is also good.
They have a tennis one, a baseball one,
A golf
and-
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they pretty much
Was
said
that on GameCube or did they do that on Wii?
It's GameCube.
Okay.
I think they also did one for Wii, but
they did. I think they did all of those for Wii. Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of hoping, because we're kind of doing the same thing for Switch, where we did tennis, we did baseball, we did golf. We haven't done we did tennis, soccer, golf, and we haven't done baseball yet. And I'm really hoping they bring
go
baseball back again.
Do football. Fuck it. Bring Michael Vick in.
But no,
Guest character.
Strikers is not on the list. It was in the top 15, I think, though. It's a really, oh god, it breaks my heart that you all aren't getting it. We're just going down the list of Mario franchises that are super successful that aren't Mario games specifically.
Mario? Wait, no, Mario Kart should be on there, right?
I don't know. Are you gonna?
I want to say Mario Kart, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Mario
Yes.
Kart Double Dash came in at number 3.
Okay.
So you have
How many more do we have left?
3. I will help you out.
Okay.
None of these are your standard Nintendo titles.
Okay. So it's out of
GoldenEye.
the.
It's out of the non-main, like, not your Marios, not your Zeldas, not your Pokemon, not your, like, the normal stuff you would think. One of these is close, but it's not, I wouldn't consider it a prime Nintendo title. And I kind of gave you a hint there unintentionally.
Oh, Metroid Prime.
Yeah, Metroid Prime. Comes in at number 2.
Okay.
Oh.
So we have 2 more. One of which is definitely not your normal Nintendo. One of them is, I think, better known in Nintendo now than it was then.
WWF Day of Reckoning.
No, but that would have been amazing.
Imagine that was a pull I just pulled out of my ass, and they were like, "Yep, that was number 7." No.
I got nothing.
Hint. One of them is a horror game.
Fatal Frame?
Okay, we're going too niche.
Okay, sorry.
I like where your head's at. A little too niche.
Resident Evil?
There you go. Resident Evil 4.
Did you see that ghost orb in my fucking screen here? I don't know. I was kind of waking up. I was sorry.
Resident Evil
I think
4.
it's like here.
Oh my lord. We're just see all us start to levitate.
Oh yeah, no.
But yeah, Resident Evil 4 comes in at number 4. So leaves one that I don't think anybody's gonna get, because I wouldn't have got it if you had asked me this. It's a well-known title, I will say that, but it's just not one that I would have picked. Had a crazy big following on the Switch during COVID.
Nope.
I
No,
don't-
no.
You're gonna say it, and it's gonna piss me off.
It is Animal Crossing.
Fuck.
Oh.
I would have not put Animal Crossing on that list. I'm gonna be honest with you. I would have put so the two that I would have taken off this list, I wouldn't have put Battlefront 2 on this list because I don't consider that the best GameCube game.
No.
And I wouldn't have put Animal Crossing on here. Now I would have put Beautiful Joe on here because I think that's an amazing GameCube game. And I would have put Luigi's Mansion on here because I think that's a really underrated. So much so that they're making a sequel of it finally. If I had more room, I'd almost switch out Mario Party for Mario Strikers. Because although I do like Mario Party, there's something about the original Mario Strikers was just really good. But good try. Next time I'll try to remember a game system that Portal did have. Oops, my bad. All right. So we have gotten to my father's favorite portion of this. Papa, if you're watching. Oh, thank you.
Hello, Papa.
I'm gonna get a text be like, what the fuck was that? Just randomly through the week. I'm just gonna get a text. What the fuck are you doing? So Saturday night main event happened. Have we all kind of at least gotten to see some of it?
I've seen bits and pieces.
What are we feeling? Because I think Olas and I kind of talked about this a little bit.
It was a house show with the angle for the ending.
Yeah.
Which
it wasn't even on TV.
It was yeah, that part kind of stupid. I understand that they're trying to make more digital content going, like they're trying to have a bigger social media presence. I just
and
wish
also
they
doing
would,
it like also doing it like this makes it seem more real.
yes. Kind of the way they did the initial like him attacking Cody like outside kind of thing and relying on social media to kind of push that. I thought that was cool. I'll be honest, I don't think every event has to have title changes and fucking big returns and all that stuff. Like there's nothing wrong with having a standard show. It's like, oh no, it's predictable because the titles didn't change hands, and I'm like, okay, so what's the argument? They just shouldn't have title matches if the person's going to retain. Like, where do we go? Because they either don't defend the title enough, or they defend it to retain, and it becomes predictable. Like, where are we going?
And I will say, I don't think there was any inherent match that I thought was bad. But I made the comment to Olas that it felt like a diet pay-per-view.
Well, but it was.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing.
That's what they sold it as. And I'm cool with that because they didn't try to sell it like it was WrestleMania and then it turns
like
into this.
We're paying homage to Saturday night's main event.
Yeah.
Like they got Jesse Ventura to come do commentary.
That guy. So no, I think I purchased the product and was given the product that I purchased. I think is.
I will say I did not. I had to double check my account, my Peacock account, because when I got into the show, it was giving me ads that I was like, I don't have ads on my plan. Did I downgrade my plan without knowing? And I was like,
no, it was because the fact that it was on broadcasted on TV that it would have ads no matter what.
Yep.
Old school.
So that part threw me off because I was like, wait, what the fuck? I'm like getting actual commercials, and I was like, this doesn't.
Gotta take it
I'm
old
so
school.
used to those cringy like WWE commercials, like the fucking what are the shirts that Alpha Academy's doing? The my buddy bought them, and
I still don't know what they are.
True Fit or something like that, whatever the t-shirts ones or something, and
oh yeah,
underfit. Who cares?
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm just so used to those being the ad.
Yeah,
or a fucking Slim Jim commercial.
Slim Jim ones.
Oh yeah. So I'm trying to think what titles did change it. So obviously you had Chelsea Green, who is now our inaugural Women's United States champion.
A Canadian.
You know, and I made this comment to Olas is that she has really grown on me in the last year. Like I really actually have gotten to start enjoying her in the ring. Like her character didn't annoy me because I think she is funny outside the ring. It was one of those that to me it didn't always transpire or to me in the ring. But her match with Mia Yim was really good.
Two former TNA Knockouts Women's Champions.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I could have seen that going either way. Although I do agree, I don't think they trust Mia to hold a title like that. At least not right now. Yeah, I mean, good for her. I'm excited to see what she does with it. I almost kind of had a flash when Piper lifts her up. I go, this would be a great time for her just to turn on her and just fucking electric chair her onto the mat. Like a Randy Orton fucking just bam. Which I am assuming that's probably what's gonna happen at some point. It's either gonna one of two ways. Either that's gonna happen, or she's just gonna really maintain that I'm the bodyguard and I'm gonna help you win this title consistently by doing something.
I think it's gonna be. I think they're not gonna do the turn because that's probably what they're doing with Tiffany and Nia.
True.
Yeah.
It would be very similar. Yeah.
Given the fact they're on the same brand.
Oh, that's yeah. You know what?
Yeah,
I didn't
having
think
the
about
same
that.
storyline on the same brand would be tough. Yeah.
I did like Jesse Ventura through the night. I thought he did pretty good. I was hoping for a little more bashing, but I understand there's a contract. You probably can't do that. Trying to think what else. Triple threat match was good. I
really wish Finn won.
Really was almost kind of like, oh man, they might actually let him drop.
I thought towards the end there, yeah, when they did the Razor's
South
Edge
of Heaven. Oh yeah, no, that's the chokeslam. The Razor's Edge and then coup de grace after.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, he's gonna do it. Like I thought that was it, and I was like, oh my god, this.
We lost you.
I just want the Judgment Day thing to end.
Yeah.
It's dragged on way too long.
Bring that up because like I don't mind Finn having JD with him because like they have an actual relationship of like mentor mentee type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of wish they would do away with not quite biker club gang thing, all that. Yeah, I just
bring back the aces and eights.
Yes.
Just for this, yeah.
Get me Garrett Bischoff. Who was the other shithead that
the long-haired motherfucker that fucking fizzled out shortly after?
Yeah, whatever his fucking name was that didn't belong in there.
Get Gallows back in there, get Mike Knox back in there.
Yeah. His name is Nux, damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
In TNA at least, yeah.
Was it really? I always just still called him Mike Knox when he was in TNA.
I think it was Nux.
That's
like
great.
KNUX or something. That's
but no, I agree as well. I think the Judgment thing has kind of run its course at this point. Because you have Dom and Liv are kind of doing their own storyline.
Yeah, because they can be fine on their own.
Yeah, I think Carlito's the only one that really suffers in this situation. Because I just don't think you have anywhere to put him if this dissolves. I mean, you could, I guess, maybe keep him with Dom as like a comedic back and forth kind of thing, but I just don't think he needs it.
No.
Fucking
Winged Eagle.
You know, I do hate that they announced that. Like, I really wish that had been one that they just let that.
Well, they didn't technically announce it.
We all knew.
Like, yeah.
The moment he had a case, open it up, and you saw gold, like, you knew exactly what it was.
I thought he was getting a Stardust outfit back.
No,
that's what you said.
We're not even gonna do the whole. Oh, I thought it was something. It was immediately like, oh, one night. I'm like, there seemed to be reception.
The only other thing I thought it could have been was that was the green belt, the title that Dusty won but never won, kind of thing. Yeah. Like that would have been the only other thing I thought they would have done. I was like, they're definitely gonna do
like a retro title, but, yeah.
Like I figured maybe to pay homage, hey, I'm gonna wear the title that Dusty technically won but never won. Like that would have been something I thought maybe they would do, but yeah. It also makes sense because I think the Winged Eagle was the belt for Saturday Night's main event.
I couldn't remember actually what it.
Yeah. I feel like they're just doing this to get a test run of how people feel about the design.
I do think this is gonna be kind of a new era of them doing not pay-per-views like this. I have a feeling like because I assume it was successful. It seemed like it was successful. I had a good showing for it.
Yeah, they can have like one-off event type of thing. I mean, Saturday Night's main event is obviously in their history, but like
I think they're already planning for a second one.
Are they?
that'd be
I think
cool.
it's before Royal Rumble too.
I would be fine if you peppered in like a few Saturday night main events throughout the year. Like it doesn't have to be like an every other month or like, a little low. Hey, let's do a Saturday main event. We got something we can go
Another
to.
bring back heat.
Yeah. As
Velocity.
long as they keep. Oh my god, velocity. See, so
Shotgun Saturday, baby. Let's
Taboo Tuesday. I'm surprised they haven't done that.
especially nowadays.
No, Cyber Tuesday.
Well, it
especially
was
with
Cyber
NXT.
Sunday and Taboo Tuesday.
Okay, I feel like it's some yeah.
and then obviously we had the EO match, which was good. I don't know if I care about the McIntyre storyline yet. Although I do feel
That he's hunting down all the members of the Bloodline.
Fucking took out Jimmy, Big Jim, just trying to have a night, and you gotta Claymore the fuck out. I will say,
And
I don't like his standing Claymore that he does. Like what he took Sammy out with, where it's just like there's no momentum behind it whatsoever.
because that's not a move you can sneak somebody with.
Yeah,
It just seems off.
like at that point, just use the DDT. Like if you're gonna do that, just DDT him. Because it at the finish of that, I just didn't like because he just jumps and kicks him. Like it's not a Claymore. You just kind of one-legged drop kicked him at that point, and we're calling it a Claymore. But yeah, I mean, it seems like an odd storyline to mix into the Bloodline thing. But I guess they're doing it because they want it to be a one-on-one against Solo.
Actually, well, they brought him back because I forget who it was. Someone got injured, so they're pushing they pushed Drew back. I think it was because
of Bronson Reed.
Yes.
Which have they confirmed what his injury is yet? I know.
Oh, he blew his fucking ankle. Like,
oh yeah,
I mean, he had surgery and everything.
Yeah.
Got a fucking faker. I did like the post interviews they did where it was very old school kind of like post interviews. I like the referees all wearing the old school gear.
The ropes being changed to the old school look.
Yeah. If there's anything else, have you all seen the off the air Triple H Kevin Owens interaction?
Yeah.
Yes,
I know that's part of that where he pile drives him, and then I guess as he's leaving has that altercation.
Also, dope that he got to do the package pile driver.
That pile driver always makes me nervous.
Yeah,
it's just something about it.
I saw a video and I thought it was a cool detail. Like he made sure he wiped his hands real quick before he lifted Cody to make sure that I thought that was cool.
Also, I wanted to, because we hadn't talked about this. How are you all feeling about the New Day heel turn?
One of the best heel turns ever. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You feel for them because they've been together for so long. But you know what could get them monstrous heat? Like, this is like boo them out the building type heat.
Yeah.
Next Monday, right? They hold another celebration.
Yeah.
And you know who they bring out to celebrate? Fucking Ridge Holland. And thank him. I promise you.
Oh my god! I didn't even put that together.
People throwing food at them in the arena.
I did not even put that together.
Just think about it. Fucking that shit will just get dark really quickly.
I don't think they'll. I mean,
They'll never do it. I don't think they'll
I just
do it.
don't think it
Jesus
fits the
Christ.
turn because they're very much blaming him for abandoning them. And like,
Yes.
although I don't remember if it was Kofi or Woods commented, like retweeted Cody on the stretcher and was like, "Wonder how long he'll be out for." Like, I was like,
Oh,
"God,
probably
damn."
Xavier. Because they,
Yeah.
I think when they showed up and they said hi to Cody, he blew him up. Like, yeah, that guy's been a dick since high
High
school.
school, yeah. Oh,
They're
because he
still
was with
playing
the
off
To
other
high
guy
that.
school
during
with
high
them,
school.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
um.
such an inside joke that most people don't get.
Yes.
Oh Lord. Yeah, I forgot that he did the fucking high school fucking bit there. Hey, I will say that package pile driver though, at least he's not taking what was that tag finisher where it was almost a 3D, but they just spike his fucking head into the ground. The shaker height spike or some shit like that from like the 80s. Oh my god,
No clue.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna have to find it.
Oh,
Where it's like
I
they go
don't
for
remember
the
what it's called,
3D
but
and it's just he just
when he like
jumps and like
drops him,
just
yeah,
throws his head
yeah.
into the ground.
I don't think that was supposed to happen that way on a
What,
couple of those,
what
but
it
hey,
happens a lot of the ways on a lot of them.
yeah, it's
Oh
rough.
man. Here I found it. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. But yeah, it was good. I do like the I'm kind of like you all. I like the New Day heel turn, but it feels very like a dagger. Like, oh god, I'm so used to cheering for these guys for so fucking long. I know.
I did think like because they were getting kind of like a stale feel.
Yeah.
You got to
Um,
turn them, and this made sense. Turn them.
I definitely didn't see the turn. I did see it more as a Biggie coming back to bring it back together and like be a manager, and then him finally like them do something where he has to finally step in and he's back to being in the ring, or which, like I said, I
I
don't
feel
know.
like
I
this
don't
is
know if
what
he's
it's
still
building
medically
to.
cleared yet. That I keep seeing
I think it's
Royal
still
Rumble.
no. I still think he's far from being able to come back or take bumps in any stretch.
Yeah,
So they're doing the heel turn to stretch this long thing out. So one day they're gonna get beat up, overwhelmed, and then Big E's gonna be the one who saves them. Even though they turned their back on him, he didn't turn his back on them,
I do like
and it becomes this big moment.
the subtle hints with like the Majin Buu necklace that he's been wearing.
The Goku black attire.
Yeah,
Um, I but this was the original plan that Odyssey Jones would be the third member of New Day, replacing Big E with the heel turn. But it's like that that can't happen.
It's unfortunate he heel turned before the rest of them.
Speaking of real life heel turns,
Oh god.
so if you haven't been watching TNA in a while, they made a controversial return. They are really just shooting themselves in the foot with all their goodwill. Tessa Blanchard has returned to TNA.
It's a choice.
Notable racist Tessa Blanchard. I don't care if the girl accepted it. You still spit in a black woman's face and called her the N word. I don't care. There's a long list of people who have just said you've openly bullied them and just outright racism. It's crazy that even AEW wouldn't touch her when they were working with CMLL. They just kind of ignored her presence, even though there were pictures of them like Willow and her together. Even though like they didn't pose together, it was a international tournament they did for CMLL. So they showed all the women in their roster with the AEW stars, and she just happened to be there. But it's like, yeah, no. Just no. This was a bad idea. Even to the point where her leaving TNA was not of her own choice. She got fired.
Yeah.
She didn't want to drop their fucking World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, it's
So I don't know what they were thinking
It's a choice.
bringing someone like that back. Moose doesn't make it better. Tweeting at people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when someone brought it up, they're like, "Yeah, no, a woman beater celebrating a race is coming back. Wow, TNA has fallen." And his response is, "Go eat a burger, fatty." Like, okay, we're doing childlike jokes at this point.
Gotta love
So,
it. All right. So Olas, you're up. You're up, buddy. Time to carry it home.
Yeah. So I had some questions I wanted to kind of, like a reflection on how we think next year is gonna. Uh, we still have time before our like end of the year, so I won't do like P kind of thing. Save that for
All right, I must stop you right
final
now.
episode. Oh, you can't hear me?
Yeah.
you're stopping every other word.
Fucking Christ.
What's funny is this only seems to happen.
I need this to fucking work, so I'm just gonna talk directly into this fucking microphone.
This only ever happens when we record. Like the entire time
Yeah,
that we
it doesn't
talk
happen
before I
any
hit
other time.
record, it doesn't do it.
It's just in key moments where I need to.
Specify a specific point.
Yes. I don't want this. I actually want this back. All right. So I'll leave the end of the year stuff. Just kind of predictions or like questions. Um. So I'm gonna name some people. Um. And the first category is: do we think that this person will ever win a major title again?
Okay.
And kind of we can maybe discuss if we want to why or why not. So the first person, as we kind of discussed already, Finn Balor.
Huh.
I
Uh,
I want to say yes because I think he could. And we say main title, we're talking like main singles world heavyweight championship title, correct?
WWE World Heavyweight.
Um,
I mean, hell, even if they go to AEW and AEW
yeah,
title,
yeah.
I'll count that as well, because there are some AEW people.
Okay.
I hopefully say yes because I think he would be fine as a main guy. I just don't think you're gonna have him beat Cody or Roman or like I could see Gunther him beating Gunther. You know, that's why like at main event I was like, oh shit, like this is we're gonna have a title change. This is what it's kind of looking. Um, so I hopefully he will. I think he deserves it. I think he's a workhorse. I think he's really good in the ring. I think you put him with almost anybody in the match is usually really good. So
And his one actual title reign was cut
because of
immediately
injury,
short. Yeah.
So we're not gonna count the NXT runs.
I mean,
I'm
I'm saying major title for like the two major shows.
Okay.
I
But
mean, we if you want to count NXT,
eh,
we can count NXT. Like
I don't
that's
think he's
fine.
going back to NXT.
I don't either. I did
But
like that he went back when he was kind of like stuck in a weird spot, didn't know kind of what to do with himself, and went back and became a heel after working Fiend and time. It's like honeymoon shit.
I can see him winning the World Heavyweight once, because the rumor is they're doing a shakeup where they might shake up champions as well, and I can see the World Heavyweight Championship going to SmackDown, and I can see him winning.
Being on SmackDown as the world heavyweight.
Yes.
Okay. I would very much like to see him win again. He has been a favorite of mine since coming in
yeah.
to NXT. Like I have very much enjoyed him. So I'd be cool with it. AJ Styles.
No.
No.
Not
And
even if
I
he went and signed like AEW and wins the AEW
He's
title.
not. He's not signing to AEW.
I don't think
once
he
he's
is
done
either,
once
but-
he's done here, I think he's done.
Yeah, he's just
If
retiring.
anything, maybe like a short New Japan farewell tour
or like a brief
or
stop in
TNA, like
TNA.
yeah.
He was actually spotted at a TNA show recently.
And that would make sense. Like I would totally understand him doing a retirement thing for WWE and then doing one for TNA. But no,
Yeah.
I don't see him, and I hate that because I'm an AJ Styles fan. But it's just it's the age, you know. And I say that with, you know, LA Knight being just a United States champion, but he's had a good career, and I think he's just at the point that he's fine doing what they need him to do.
Yeah, and I don't think him not winning again before he retires diminishes him in any fucking capacity.
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't. I know how the internet is, but still, I don't think. All right, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Major title? No.
Well, okay. I think if he has a successful United States, like a really well done United States title run, I think I could see it. Especially if they do the shakeup, if they bring the World Heavyweight Championship over. Even then, I could almost, if you tell the story right, I could see him Cody dropping it. I could to Shinsuke.
No. I can never see Shinsuke.
I think if you asked me 2 months ago, I probably would have said no. But because he came back and using like an won and has a title, it gives me like a glimmer of possibility that he could. I'm still gonna lean more so no than yes. More possible. I thought it would have been 2 months. Damian Priest.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. I think he's on fire right now still. Even with losses, I think he's still he hit. I could see him dethroning Gunther. I could see him, maybe not Cody, but I do think there's another main championship title reign in his future. I think there's
Yeah, I
going to be
mean,
a few.
if it were to be a Cody thing, I think he would have to really build up just a little bit more momentum. Then that he'll much more make him such a bastard type of
Yeah.
thing for it to be Cody. But yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Okay. Miz.
No,
No.
No,
he
I don't
doesn't
think
need
he
it.
really.
I mean, he doesn't
Yeah.
need it. That's just plain and
No.
simple.
Yeah.
Seth.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna happen because they gotta do that Punk versus Seth for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Well, that was my next one. Was Punk.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think just inevitably he will.
I think he
And
kind of has to.
yeah, or all
Yeah.
of this is kind of for nothing.
I don't know. All of it's for another, but I mean, him coming back is like its own
Yeah.
cool thing. But I think it just makes some
But the original thing was supposed to be Punk versus Seth for the World Heavyweight.
right. So,
Then it
oh yeah,
pivot Drew.
for Mania, yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of Drew,
I can see him dethroning Cody.
Yeah,
Actually,
I could too. I didn't want to
I
say
want to
it,
say
but
yes.
I'd be okay with that.
my thing is I really want both these belts to stop being on such a pedestal of like, or not say both, but Cody's
The
belt is,
year-long reign.
yeah, like I get Cody's. Okay, we had this long story. We've built it up for him to be the challenger to the champion. At some point, somebody's got to dethrone him that's not Roman Reigns.
Right.
Like,
Build up more stars.
So who would that person be? If not Drew, right?
I would be fine with Drew. I much like you said, if they could build Damien in a certain way, I would be fine with it being Damien.
Heel turn Jey Uso, baby. Let's go. No.
Because their roster isn't that full.
Yeah, and that's some of the issue. I could see an LA Knight later down the line, like way later down the line. And in his defense, I still think his title reign wasn't lackluster because of him. I just don't think they could figure out who they wanted him to feud with.
He just didn't really have a feud until Shinsuke.
Yeah. But yeah, I need that to happen soon for them to kind of have him drop and it stop being this belt will never kind of change unless it's this big momentous fucking year-long shit. Like I'm fine with
they don't need to hold it until WrestleMania.
yeah, like I'm fine with a random fucking Survivor Series. Oh shit, he dropped the title to somebody. Like make it
drops it at the Rumble,
yeah.
you know what I mean, or drops it at Great Balls of Fire. No, but I mean like one of those other shows. I would be okay with.
Yeah.
Sheamus.
Nope.
No.
Doesn't need it. I do think he's where he is.
His goal is the IC belt.
Yeah.
I would much rather him get that. All right. Lashley.
For AEW World Champion?
I could definitely see him as AEW.
I can't.
I could.
At best, Continental Champion.
Okay.
He doesn't need the World Champion. Like, he doesn't need to be World Champion to make a belt feel important. So him being like Continental Champion works.
I just want him to, just because he just deserves it. If there's no better reasoning, I just think as a guy that has everything it takes to be a world champion, and I think would do it well if he's given an opportunity, especially having mouthpieces like MVP and kind of that group behind him.
Yeah, but I'm more against it because I don't want to see another former WWE guy go into AEW and win the World Championship.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be right away.
But it would have to be so far along that I just wouldn't want to. Because I don't think he has that many years left.
No.
And again, I don't think, even with the Hurt Syndicate storyline, I don't think it's worth doing it with the world title. Yeah. Because at that point, that far ahead, we should be done with the whole world. I guess building up a newer star. Your world title scene should be mostly main AEW stars. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Jericho.
No.
I
Get that motherfucker off my TV.
I pray never.
We'll skip that.
I
guess
he's world champion now because he's ROH champion. I want that belt off of him as soon as possible.
Yeah. I guess at some point when he loses it, do you think after he loses it that he ends up champion again?
ENT champion.
But I mean, like AEW, or even if
world
he ever
champion?
goes back
No.
to. Okay.
I hope he never touches that belt. I don't even care. I don't care if it's in a feud. I don't want him to ever touch it.
Mox?
He will.
Yeah.
That's why I said when he loses it, do we think he'll
Mox will get it again? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
At some point.
I guess this would be more of like a health-wise thing, but Kenny Omega.
Yes, actually.
I just hope he comes back healthy. Like that's
he's coming back. He's coming back beginning of the year. His return match is next month.
But I'm just hoping he comes back healthy.
No,
like
coming back,
you know what I mean? Like
healthy.
I don't want him to fall apart again and fucking, like
I think he'll become more of a special attraction for AEW.
Which would be fine so long as he stays okay.
He's not Kota Ibushi.
No, I don't think it's that bad. But I just obviously with stuff like he could have died.
Yeah.
Had he like moved wrong. Obviously I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
I don't think Kenny Omega's that crazy of a person. I'm risking my life. This has to be like, hey, everything's done. We fixed everything. You shouldn't have any problem.
Fair.
It shouldn't even be a percentage.
I feel like it's a given, but Adam Page.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the story that's going, he has to at least win that belt one more time. Because they had to do Swerve and Hangman for the belt.
Yeah.
Whereas Hangman as the champion.
Yeah. We're going to move over to the female side. Becky Lynch.
She will, but she doesn't need it.
I don't know. I don't feel. I disagree. I don't think she will. I think she is. She has done everything she needs to. I wouldn't be surprised if an early retirement's in her future.
Okay.
Not that I think like she can't do it. It's just I think from
She's on a
interviews I
bigger,
see her,
better-
yeah, interviews I see her, she's very much and not to say Seth isn't, but like she loves being a mom. You know, she loves doing like a lot of the book writing. I think that's where she's kind of gone to now, is doing a lot of the book
like
writing.
the AJ Lee kind of thing.
Yeah,
She's going more towards the entertainment side,
which is cool.
as
Like
opposed
that
to- yeah.
you can't do this forever. There needs to be a goal at the end of the tunnel. So I don't think she will, and I don't think that hurts her in any way. I think she will always be, if they ever wanted to bring her back, you know, and have her do stints, she's still a powerhouse even without a title.
Okay. Again, it's one of those, if they ever come back, Alexa.
No.
If she comes back, yeah, I could see her for maybe not long, but I for a time being.
Okay. Naomi.
No.
Yes.
I
I see it more of a heel Naomi winning the belt after Bianca or Jade gets it.
do think they're potentially setting one of the two of them up right now for a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still not 100% sure which one it is.
It's both. Joke's on you.
Funny enough, both of them do great heel work.
Yes.
But
I
I'd
actually
rather
like
see
both of them as heel.
I'd rather see Jade as a heel again.
Well, yes. Um,
Jade
because
off
I
of
think
TV is great for
I
TV.
think she does phenomenal heel work because it just suits her. So I mean, I feel like this is an easy one, and you kind of already alluded to your opinion on it, but Bianca,
Bianca definitely will.
Yeah.
I think she's way too marketable and way too talented to not.
She's like the female John Cena. It's weird.
Yes.
Because both of them did start out as heels and just got that character just got over somehow.
Yeah.
Dr. Thugonomics, man.
Because
I
Bianca
do
in
think
NXT was
unlike
cool.
I do think unlike Cena, she can go back. I think they will hopefully obviously, especially with the way I don't think they'll ever pigeonhole themselves into
You're cutting.
thing.
Sorry.
I can't win. I can't do anything about it. I'm just talking the same way I've been
Oh,
talking
no.
the whole time.
No, I've noticed even when like you've moved closer or anything, it's still every now and then we'll do it. I almost wonder if your gain or something on it's like to a weird pitch where that's the only thing I could think.
Let's try that.
Better
See
so
how
far.
it goes. I turned my gain up
Yeah.
to see if maybe it gets better.
You know, it's the fuck it method. Just click buttons till something changes.
Just see, yeah. Because that's the only way I know how to do it. Bailey.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to say no, but I do think she is over in some degree that she would be fine. It would just depend on who the champion is at the time that she would take it from.
Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I could see that.
Io.
No.
Yes.
She's always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
I think they'll eventually learn.
I mean, she was
She
champion.
was, and no one. She felt like the third wheel of her championship.
Yeah.
It was like she's Asuka 2.0, which is sad.
Well, that brings me to another one. Asuka.
No.
I think it's she's had the time, and I think she's at a point that she doesn't
Mid-card
need
title.
it. Yeah, mid card would be fine for her.
Especially now that they have the 2 mid card titles, that kind of opens up maybe one champ.
How did it
Like
get
a-
worse?
It really did.
It
Get
really
worse.
got worse.
I got what? Oh, for fuck's sake.
How about I turn the
Let's
game
turn
down?
it up high. All right, yeah. I don't know. I don't really know what the solution. Any better?
So far,
You have to keep talking.
yeah,
That's the thing. It's once you string along a long sentence, that's when it starts.
I have to speak in sound bites.
And what's funny is it's never at the like beginning or middle of the sentence. It only
Always at
ever
the
seems
end.
to be at the end, like where you put the period at the end of the sentence. Always seems to be where it happens.
All right, I got to speak and run on sentences, baby. Let's go. I don't really know how else to do this. Maybe I just need louder. Is me being louder gonna fucking problem? I don't know.
know.
What do we do?
I was just cutting out every other word.
Is your microphone wire? Oh, he fucking took his headset off. I was about to ask him a question. Is your microphone wireless, or do you have it plugged in?
It's plugged in.
I was just curious.
Time for a new mic.
What kind of microphone do you
I
have?
guess, yeah. I got a what name is it? Blue. I got a blue mic.
Blue Yeti?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the fucking problem.
Oh, is it? I don't know.
I've never heard good things about Blue Yeti.
Really?
Well, I'm using a Blue Yeti, and I haven't had. Well, I've had one issue, but that was more of a connection issue, and also I have one mic that died out.
Now, if you need one, I always recommend HyperX brand.
I mean, I'll check. I mean, I bought this one at Walmart, so maybe that. I mean, I know this brand is like a solid enough brand. So.
Yeah, but after a while, I think it tends to die.
See, I always thought like the
mic
Blue
tends to
Yeti
die
was
out.
like the Razer of microphones, where people deal with it, but it's not great. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'll
I don't
look
know.
into it. I mean, but I have had this for 5 years.
Yeah, that's.
I've had it for 4 years.
I think it's just dying
It's
out.
clinging
slowly.
on to life.
Yeah. All right. So I guess I'm going. Well, I'll add something. Let's see. Well, it's good. See, Christmas is around the corner. All right. Now that I threw my phone. Again, if she ever comes back, because we have no idea. Charlotte.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know it is. You know it's gonna happen.
Whether we like it or not.
It's just a matter of, is she coming back?
Yeah.
That
Oh,
would
yeah.
be the-
Oh, once they go to Netflix, guess who's back?
Yeah, that makes sense. It's kind of a Jordan Grace.
When she comes to WWE, yes, she will.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a foregone conclusion, especially after what just happened to TNA, that she is coming to WWE. Britt Baker.
No.
I have a biased opinion about this just because I don't care for Britt Baker. So
I feel like most people at this stage don't.
so I'll say
I like
no.
Britt, but no.
I think, and again, we've had this conversation. I don't know, because I know she had some. I'm wondering if that's what has led to her just not seeming
To care?
not even necessarily to care, but she feels like she lost more than a step in the ring, like, and it's just, I don't know if it's a coordination thing she's struggling with or what, but it's hard to definitely get into her matches
I don't
for
know.
that reason.
I think the caliber of wrestling has caught up and
Yeah.
succeeded her
That's fair.
in a way. Not saying she's a bad wrestler, but then you brought in like
Really top notch female
yeah,
talent.
and then she
Much
took the time
better.
off and then came back, and then she was having seizures. So also it could be like
And that's what I
her
mean. I know she
timing
was
is like
having the seizures and stuff, like,
So yeah, it could just be a like I would say a Tenga. Damn, what's his fucking name? Tangaloa situation.
Yeah.
Like just a really bad accident that tended through his whole wrestling game off.
Right.
His was an injury. Hers is more like something that she couldn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Like neurological something,
yeah,
Yeah. Soraya, however you say.
no, just an immediate no.
No.
You think even if she ever ends up back in like WWE, think she'll win?
No.
I don't think so either. I feel like this is more Mercedes.
Yes. Guarantee she wins the AEW World Title.
I think
It has to,
trajectory
yeah.
wise, it's very obvious that's the route it's going.
Yeah. Rio.
No.
And who's the other one?
Hikaru Shida.
Yes, the one who has been the transitional champion.
Again, she probably will be transitional champion
Yeah.
at least one more time. I feel bad for her because she's actually a good wrestler.
Yeah, she's not bad, but
She's
she
the
gets-
Asuka of AEW.
Yeah, she gets put in these like fucked up spots.
She's like 3-time women's champion, and not a single one of them has lasted.
Oh, hi, puppies. Oh, hi, wifey. All right. So that's my will they win again? I do have a follow up of will they ever win major title? We'll start with we kind of touched on this person, but LA Knight.
Yes.
No.
I think
figured
it's
it was going to be conflicting. Yeah.
I just think it's too natural of a progression if they will give him feuds that make sense. Because I think you saw that with Roman. Like when he gets a feud with somebody that's on his same level, it's great. And I think the issue is you had 3 people that feuded against each other, and then you kind of threw him in there as the person they're feuding against, but not really.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work.
And they are doing this thing right now with like him and Bloodline that they're teasing, kind of
Yeah.
going with. So I don't. Oh, I didn't mean to. So yeah, I go both ways. Like, it took them a long time to pull card titles.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I think they're still high enough on them, but again, they just need to book them in an actual fucking feud. Dominic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Money in the Bank winner. Like, turn him into Edge.
I was just saying like a
I would
Miz
like
or
that,
an
yeah.
Edge, yeah.
Yeah.
Even
I'm
an
okay with
Eddie. I mean, I think he could easily fill like an Eddie Guerrero kind of spot in the main roster, which is kind of what he has done.
Taken after his dad.
His real dad.
That's real dad.
His real dad.
I even like in interviews he still keeps that bit up about like Ray just being such a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like it's all these. If there's a guy who lives his gimmick in every interview I see, it's that motherfucker.
Great. Ricochet.
No, as
World
much as I
title?
want
No.
it, no.
Again, Continental Champion.
He
Or
doesn't have.
TNT.
It's not even in ring for me. It's just he can't talk. He has no mic skill, and I don't feel like he gets enough practice to get mic skill.
Yeah. Osprey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of easy layup. Yeah. Andrade.
No. Didn't work in WWE the first time. Didn't work in AEW. It's not going to work in WWE the second time.
I want to say yes, but I will have to agree with KJ that I think he's going to be a mid-card title if at best. And that's tough. That's nothing wrong with that. Like you got to have a spot. Not everybody's the top of the mountain.
No, I do think had Vince not been in charge when he got caught and like WWE is going the way it's currently going, with a little bit more freedom from, psycho senile, um, that it would have been possible then. I just don't know that it's.
Not with the people they have currently.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just hard because you're like, all right, the same conversation we were having, like, who's he beating for a main title?
Yeah.
Um, I just don't see him beating Gunther. I don't see him beating Cody. I don't see, like, even if Seth or CM Punk or Drew win, like, I just don't see it.
I think
I can see him being Drew.
Seth would be the only one that I could see him beating.
I think they would have phenomenal
Yeah.
matches. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know.
The best Money in the Bank winner. Like
I
that's
mean,
the
that
only way
would
I can
be.
see him winning the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. Adam Cole.
Yes.
I will say yes, not that I want it. I like Adam Cole, but I just don't see him as a main title champion. And yes, I understand that he held, the NXT title for as long as he did.
ROH title.
ROH title. I don't know. There's something about it that I can't get 100% on. But I get it, if that makes any sense. Like, I understand why they would do it, but I just don't think I'm on board for it.
Okay. Carmelo Hayes.
Oh
No.
yes. Yeah. I'm a big Carmelo Hayes guy. I love it. I do hate they kind of fucking squashed him with Braun Strowman this thing. But
Well,
Spoiler
I'm
alert.
not going to talk about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care. Spoiler alert. So anybody who doesn't want to hear it can turn away. He does win against Braun the following.
The Christmas episode.
Yeah, they've already.
oh, have
recorded
they
the
already?
Christmas
Oh shit, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But no, I think Carmelo. The only thing I feel that holds Carmelo back is height, but I don't even think it's that big of a. I think I could see him. I could see him beating Seth. I could see him beating. If Priest was a champion, I could see him beating Priest. I could see him. Obviously, I don't see him beating Cody, even though
I mean, they've had 2 matches
Yeah.
now that I could almost see it.
Besides the failed double springboard
Yeah.
cutter. No, I definitely could see it, and I think he's great on the mic that he could handle his own. I just think you'd have to play it right. That's the biggest thing is a lot of these guys. Could any of these guys be champions? Absolutely, but you would have to be able to explain to me and sell it to me on a certain level to make me believe it. And I think they can with him.
Any particular reason against it?
I just don't think he has the outright ability to be world champion to carry that title. I like Carmelo Hayes. I would give it a couple more years. I would see him as a U.S. champion.
I wouldn't say like tomorrow he's ready. I would agree there. It would be 3, maybe 4 years down the line of setup and build up.
Yeah, and all of these are not like a happening this year kind of thing. I think just ever do we these people ever
not with the roster they have now.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And like you said, not the way they present the titles currently, where you're doing this like Cody's title is the prestige of the fucking universe. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah, she did. Sorry, give me a second.
You're fine.
Go on.
So I will stay on here.
No. She's fine. She's gonna follow her anyway, but she always sits with me for a minute and then like contemplates going and goes up and
You might be second, but I want you to think there was a contemplation.
Oh, I know. I know where I stand. It's fine. Ludwig.
No.
No.
Okay.
I could see mid card, but I just don't think I could see main title.
Yeah, no. At best, IC champion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lump a couple of people in together just as a either or because they're currently tagged.
New Day.
Well, I guess Kofi's already won. Do we
Yeah.
think Kofi will win again?
I think it's
Do
it's done.
we think Woods?
No.
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Has to complete the trifecta at this point.
I want that tag
Yeah.
for that reason. Because it would kind of suck to be the Genetti of a 3-man.
There's always gonna be a Genetti.
Yeah. I mean, I guess. Montez and Dawkins.
Montez, yes. Dawkins, no.
I see Dawkins as mid level. Maybe, but no, never top. Montez, yeah, definitely could be top champion.
Okay. Ciampa and Gargano.
No.
And I hate that. I hate saying that because I like both of those guys. I think Ciampa would have a better chance than Gargano.
Yes.
Which I mean, I think that's a general conception for most people.
Yeah.
But no, I think tag team or mid card is where they will thrive.
Okay. Any of the House of Black guys. So Malachi,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Buddy,
Brody
and
All three of them.
Brody and Malika.
Oh, I say all
I can
three
see
of them.
not as world. I can't see Buddy as world champion.
I could. I could be sold on it.
Buddy is TNT or Continental. Brody and Malachi, world champions.
I think Buddy would have to break away from them
To be a world champion.
to be a world
Yeah.
champion.
I get that.
If it were to happen, he would have to break away from because he can't be
The big
phenomenal,
dog.
like really great talent.
Just
But
not. He's always in
not-
the shadow.
Right, not
No.
when you're outshined by both of the guys on your team.
Yeah.
And not even because they're necessarily more talented than they're just more, I guess, compelling than he is.
Yes.
I guess would be the way to put that.
Because Malachi's the leader. Brody's like the muscle, but he has a way about him that just makes people back him.
Yes. Sticking in that same vein, Julia Hart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say it.
Yeah.
Because
to me,
the
she
thing about the women's
she's too
championship
talented.
has been going through younger hands.
Yeah.
So, like, who is the oldest women's champion? I can't. It's probably Cheetah or Nyla Rose. I'm trying to think, like, who would be their oldest?
Yeah.
Or
I
Saraya.
was gonna say Saraya maybe, but I don't remember how old Nyla or Shida. Hold on, let's find out. Let's just quick Google search that. Nyla is. It's got to be Nyla.
Okay.
Born in '82.
Yeah.
And then I don't think Hikaru Shida is older than that. 88. Yeah, no. And then Saraya is younger than both of them.
Okay.
Has to be.
So I know it's not.
Yeah, she was born in '92. Yeah, so that. Yeah, so Nyla's definitely the oldest. But yeah, I mean, it is definitely a younger division in terms. So that makes sense. Jade Cargill.
Yes, eventually when they teach her how to wrestle.
Yes.
I mean,
I don't even mean that in a bad way. It just seems like
you right.
honestly, you know what? I take it back. No, I see her leaving wrestling and actually just going into entertainment.
Okay.
Just outright becoming like an actual movie star or attempting. Because who knows?
It's all about the attempt.
Because she has the look and the like charisma about her to be in like a bunch of movies.
Yeah.
So I could see it.
Kyrie.
No, she's an okay. She's a great wrestler, but it's just I can't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roxy Perez.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Kind of a foregone conclusion at this point, but Tiffany Stratton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I have anybody else.
Mina Shirakawa.
Yes.
Because everyone wants Mina. You know what's funny? I say that because they announced a winner take all match at Wrestle Dynasty between Mercedes Monet and Mina Shirakawa for the strong women's championship and the undisputed British women's championship.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mercedes 3 belts. She's gonna be the belt collector.
Jesus Christ.
I just want to see her her dancing with 3 belts.
Not, but she doesn't have anybody to carry her. So
It's funny because they did the face off and then they just did a dance off.
yeah.
Such a weird thing.
So, with the addition of the 2 mid card titles, do we think they'll finally just get rid of the tag title?
I hope so. I'm
Yeah.
cool with it.
I can't see how they continue the tag titles and the 2 mid card titles
Not enough
with
people.
the division. Yeah. I mean, they would have to call up every chick from NXT for that to be a sustainable thing.
Yeah. No, I hope so. I think that's the smart move. Considering we've had the same 3 teams change this title for the last year.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. Let the singles thing because the roster reflects that, and then change it when it doesn't. You know, you get an influx, bring them back, you know, but I think right now doing the 2 singles titles is the way to go with it.
That was it for my wrestling. I did have some gaming one.
Hit me with it.
Cool. So any games on the horizon we're excited about? Like obviously we've touched on some of the upcoming like GTA type of thing,
Yeah.
but like any other games that like have been announced recently or haven't or were announced a while back that
Well, let me
of
just
them
look at
coming
my
out.
Steam
Sure.
wish list.
I haven't had really any games that I'm looking forward to. Ghost of Yotei, that's about it.
Ghost Yotei's up there. That's probably like
Yeah.
top 5 for me right now. There was a game called Tears of Metal that looks really good. It was announced at the Summer Game Fest, I think is what it's called.
Years of Metal, you said?
Tears of Metal.
Okay, I want to look it up.
Medieval kind of roguelike game that looked really good.
Oh, okay.
So I'm excited for that. I think that should be coming out relatively soon too. Oh no, they haven't announced a date for it yet. I'm just an idiot. That's fine.
Looks like a medieval Dynasty Warriors with a
Yeah,
twist.
just like
Okay,
like
that's
a more
interesting.
cartoon, kind of cartoonish.
So bright.
Um,
Sorry to everybody that has to see this.
yeah, I'm kind of
Okay,
like you.
yeah.
A lot of the stuff that I have been looking forward to has come out recently.
Okay. What I mean, other than Marvel and
So the
Marvel
Rivals was a
Rivals
big one. Dragon Ball was a big one that came out that I was super hyped
and
for.
like Black Ops 6. I know.
I wasn't even hyped for that. That just
Oh, okay.
that evidently haven't happened to be good. I don't.
Right.
That was just a surprise. I did want to check out the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game. That's kind of like the old SNES style.
Yeah, kind of like how they did the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
How they kind of gave it like the old school beat 'em up.
So I've heard mixed reviews about it, but I'm a sucker for those, so I'm gonna try it regardless. Um, but even just from the Game Awards, like I'm super like Turok. Like I said, I'm totally cool if we want to go on this new level of just, hey, let's bring back the Turoks, let's bring back the Unreal tournaments. You know, I think that's what I've loved about Rivals is, and it's a complaint I've seen about how Rivals can't be a competitive game because it's too fun. It's the fucking phrasing that I heard, which blows my mind.
Because nobody hates video games more than gamers.
But like, I really miss the unserious like FPS games. That was just, here's some wacky fucking guns, and here's a map that you all can 6v6 on.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, I was big into the Unreal. Like, I'm excited for Gears. There we go. I knew there was one that I was missing.
Yeah.
Is I'm really hopeful that the new Gears of War that comes out brings me back into Gears again. Not that like 4 and 5 are bad, but they don't feel like Gears games. Kind of like Halo, where Halo did Halo Infinite, and like it's good, but I still kind of miss the linear style of Halo. I am excited for whatever they're producing. I know, like I said, they're in the process of producing not one but 3 Halo games in the makes. Guarantee one of them's fucking Halo Wars 3. Wouldn't.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed, at least one of them is good.
Yeah, you would think out of the 3, at least make
I'm
one of these
yeah,
good.
like, and I wasn't even a huge Halo guy. Like,
what? Here's what I love, or not love, but I respect is that I think they understood that although Halo Infinite had potential, I think they understood where they fucked up. Because I think that was a lot of what they show in that trailer of like kind of them explaining that they're stepping away and going to the Unreal Engine. Was that, hey, we tried to make an engine that could do this, and trying to do the engine and keep the game up was just too much. I can respect that. Not everything goes according to plan. And if you can own that and go, hey, we're going to make this better, you know, we've stepped away and we're correcting measures, I'm about that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've seen that I'm super like, oh yeah, like I can't wait for this to come out that hasn't already come out.
I know we talked about one that I'm looking forward to and hoping to God that it's Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, I
kind of like soft rebooting it.
I still hate there's not multiplayer. Really wish.
Did they announce?
I've not seen anything that's saying that it's going to, which I get because I don't think Dynasty Warriors had.
It had co-op.
Did it have co-op?
Yeah.
See, I couldn't remember if it did or not.
That's how I got into it. Me and my old roommate used to play, I think, 3.
Yeah.
A bunch, and just go in and see who could like out kill the other, like who got the higher like kills and stuff.
Yeah. Borderlands, I'm always excited for a Borderlands game. Okami will be good. I have a gut feeling that game's gonna be good. Whenever they decide to actually release Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I say that not as a joke. If you gotta push it back,
February.
push it back.
They haven't announced for February.
Okay.
I don't remember. I just saw the date like yesterday or the day before. But they did have it announced for February.
Okay.
So hopefully that means
Hey,
I mean,
like I said,
again, if they have to push it back so that it's good,
cool. Do you?
I'm fine with it. Yeah.
Uh,
We don't need to release these games every year.
Unrelated, Virtual Fighter 5 is on sale right now.
Hey, look at that.
$15 is still too much.
Yeah. There's a person, and I don't know if it's the same person, but when I look at like Steam reviews, there is a person who literally puts like graphics, XXX, like, and they'll tick one of the boxes.
Yeah.
So like really great, mind blowing, blah 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 blah, like potato. You know, worth the price. Yes. Maybe when it goes on sale, only if it was free, like that kind of stuff. Like I see that type of thing time, and I do love like, hey, this would be a great game if it went on sale.
Yeah.
Like, so it just made me laugh because like $15 being still too much. Like, yeah. So we'll pivot away since KJ's not really excited about anything on the horizon. No, it's okay. I had another question. Like, do you have anything like maybe a sequel of something you would love to see come out that hasn't been announced, that they're not definitely doing?
I would like another Ratchet and Clank game.
I'll go similar, but not the same. I want another Jack and Dexter game. Or like just a full redo. I have to look. That's a good question. You got me with that. Let's see here. I hate to look up games that need sequels.
Yeah.
Hey, Okami can't be on this list anymore. It's getting one. Get out of here. You know, I can't really think of anything crazy that I'm like, oh my god, this needs to be. This was so good the first time. Why has this not been? Like, there's a few older school PlayStation titles I could think of that, you know, like the Sly Coopers, the Jack and Dexters. That I'm hoping with Astrobot being successful, you might start seeing that kind of come back.
Okay.
I would always take an Infamous reboot, Resistance reboot. Yeah, I mean I can't think of a ton, honestly.
Me either.
Oh, you know what? No, I do got one that I've wanted for years and I know will never happen, but it needs to. I want Titanfall 3. I need it. Apex is dying. Put the bullet in it. Let's Titanfall 3. It is. I mean, that's not a joke. Like, even the Apex community is kind of tired of Apex. And
well, it's been out for how long? 2018?
Let's see.
I don't remember.
2019, February 4th, 2019.
Okay.
And like,
so we're going on 6 years.
Yeah. I just don't think they have the same Fortnite formula that keeps Fortnite going. And the fact that like they don't do anything about the cheaters, like the game itself has just been suffering. Just put it down and let's move on. You know, let's cut it loose. You had a good run with it. It definitely made you money. There's no way it didn't.
Right.
And put some work. I think Titanfall 3 would be well received. So.
Yeah, I mean, for me, something not Siege, Rainbow Six.
Yeah. I'm even fine if they just get Division going, but they just gotta put some effort into it, you know?
Yeah. I will tell you that having played, now I never finished Division. I have so many different starts of playthroughs.
It's like
of
me and Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. I played the fuck out of the first one, and then when I went to was it not Wildlands? What was the one before that? No, it was Wildlands. Then Breakpoint was the
Breakpoint,
second
yeah.
one. I didn't play Breakpoint for the Ghost Recon. I heard not wonderful things. I own it. I just never downloaded it.
You gotta
I think
buy
I got
DLC
it on like
to finish the game.
that's what I heard. Yeah, and I got it on super sale. I think I paid for it. So like I'm fuck it. But man, you have to like turn your brain off of playing the Division because you're shooting the shit out of some fucking 18 times and still not killing them. And then I was playing Wildlands, shooting them once, and it was like, oh, I only need one bullet because it's more realistic.
Yeah.
Of like
Headshots actually
that
mean
type
something in this.
Yeah, whereas I'm like, fuck, I just not doing any fucking.
Yeah.
So that does throw me off because it is like RPG-esque shooter.
Yeah.
Which is funny, but that's all I got.
All right. Well, I think that is a good of place as any before KJ falls asleep in his chair.
I'm not.
We were back. I think the plan we good for next Sunday. Did you?
I'm not.
You're not?
No. I'll be in New York.
Okay. What is the next Sunday we're all available?
That would
probably be the 29th.
28th, 29th. Or yeah, 29th.
Yeah.
I should be able to make that work because I have my kids' birthdays that day, but it's like early in the day.
Yeah.
So I should be able to make that work. I'll let you know if something comes up.
Okay.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on the next episode. And as always, we will catch you guys on the other side of the ring. Have a good night.